Donut County is silly. Really silly. And I need to be honest and tell you, I feel silly for not enjoying it as much as everyone else seems to. What the hell is wrong with me? Why is everybody adding Donut County to their best of 2018 lists? Okay, I'll tell you, it's because there are great parts, like this art style and the fact that this hole is an enjoyable mechanic. It's not like any other game I've played recently. However, that's not enough to land it on everyone's top 10 lists. Donut County missed a great opportunity to be so much more. I can't avoid thinking about it. So, like I said, look, you can't miss these visuals. They stick out against all the other indie games that are like a dark brown or samey colors. I was incredibly happy to be playing something so one of a kind. Donut County grabs you from the start with its casual storytelling and bright colors. While you're playing, there's so much to look at, but it can be described as simple. The objects have just enough detail to keep your eyes entertained, but everything is so flat and has this simple geometry. It's especially enjoyable when the objects can be interacted with. Pots will shatter, rocks will break apart, and sometimes you use a snake's tail to raise the snake danger level. And it's not as scary as it sounds. It's really the characters, though, where the developer is on another level. The dialogue is written so well that I can get a sense of each personality behind the character without getting to know them. This guy here is such a dick. He's the main character, BK, and everyone is trying to convince him he's a dick. That's the game. But I feel for him. He just really wants a cool quad-copter. Anyway, you get to see all the characters' houses and items before devouring them with a hole, so there's a lot there to digest. This is the part of the game that makes me keep playing. The story is so silly, so over the top, it's hard not to love it. It's completely unique from anything else. And that's not to take away from the mechanics of moving a hole in the ground. It sounds dumb, but it's fun. The hole has a slight delay on the controls that make it feel great, as if you're actually controlling it remotely. Although it ends up being a game of find exactly which objects you can fit down the hole next. But playing on PC has an issue. You can finish the game in one sitting, where playing each level one after another, they all kind of blend together. Yes, there are different mechanics each level, like, as I mentioned, using a snake's tail or fire. I can see how on mobile you might play these levels separately with a break between, but on PC, in one sitting, there just wasn't enough differences to keep me hooked. It boils down to the size of the levels and how damn small they are. I live in a world where my expectations grow as I get more into a game. In Donut County, at the start of each level, I thought, okay, here we go. The last level was small, but I'm giving this game time. This is the one where the game really opens up. But it never happened. I was delusional, I guess. I mean, you know how it is. You imagine how awesome the mechanics will grow and you anticipate the future levels. I thought these levels were the start of something amazing. I saw these incredible voodoo donuts in the window, but when I got inside, it was all Krispy Kreme. Look, nothing against Krispy Kreme, but voodoo donuts are probably better. Maybe that's having unattainable expectations. Also, by the way, I love donuts. Best donut I ever had was in London, actually. Kind of surprising, right? Moving on. A more relatable issue I do have with the game is the elevator power-up. It's really underutilized, and it ends up being a MacGuffin. You know, that thing that has like no real bearing on the rest of the story, but helps the writers solve the ending? Funny thing is, I know that it wasn't created like that. Donut County was originally a different game and still had this mechanic. I went back and saw some of the oldest footage before it was called Donut County, and it still had the ability to shoot stuff back out of the hole. Now, I guess it really wasn't an elevator then, but still, they added it in as an elevator, and it really still feels like it just ties up the ending so tightly that I don't know how I feel about it. I didn't know this at the time, though, until after I did the research, and I had this MacGuffin idea before I even knew, and it still really feels like that, even after knowing. Anyway, the level issues become apparent by the final level. That one expands on the mechanics so much and is what I expected much earlier in the game. There's different rooms, the level is pretty large, you even have to collect items to open up new areas. The elevator mechanic is finally used smartly. It's everything I think the game should be, but it's only one level. And it's the last level. There's so much more left to explore mechanically from Donut County. It's where all my frustration stems from. So I had this whole rant written about mobile versus desktop, but does that even really matter? And how the game should have been bigger levels for desktop, but that's also incredibly unreasonable. The main takeaway is that Donut County left a bad taste in my mouth. It's impossible for me not to relate Donut County to Katamari Damacy, and that's a huge mistake. It didn't live up to my expectations and left so much unexplored, so much potential wasted. That's my own problem, though. Overall, Donut County is fun and a good game. I like it, but I'm having trouble getting over myself. Surprisingly, it makes playing a hole in the ground fun. It's mechanically simple but rich in story, and learning about the characters drove me to complete the game. I really wish they went further, and 1 to 2 minutes to complete a level doesn't feel like enough. It's a very good casual game that shouldn't be taken seriously, but I believe it to be much better on mobile. If you do grab it on desktop, consider playing it in short spurts. What do you think? Am I taking it too hard? Let me know in the comments. Hit subscribe and share with 5 friends for good luck in 2019.